All right, look, man, JT, Young Miami, they are the city girls. It's time to celebrate this city on lock. This is my first time meeting JT. It's a pleasure. How are you?
I'm fine. What's up?
Welcome home. Miami, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
You in mommy mode over there.
Yes, I'm trying to hide from the kids. You gonna get me caught?
All right, look, my plan today is to run through this new album, City on Lock. But I first want to take time, and I'm sure I'm going to say it multiple times throughout this conversation. Now, I'm just very proud of y'all. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, Young Miami, I've been watching the YouTube special, the new 5-part series. It's only 2 episodes out, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So, the album City on Lock that we're hearing today, all of this material was recorded as soon as they put you on that bus when you got home, JT? Or
Honestly,
that's
when
when
I
it
first,
started anyway?
I only did first day out on that bus, but that was like the first when I had to stay in a halfway house for a week on lockdown without being able to leave at all. And like my first day actually being able to leave from the halfway house, yeah, I started. I think the first song I actually did was the intro. Um,
Enough better.
yeah, Enough Better was like the first song I went ahead and did. And it was some songs that Carisha had already did, like Talk was already done and WCC's was already done. So I had went in and I just put my verses on those songs and put myself on WCC Took because she was all over. She was the only person on WCC Took. Then I went in and put myself on it, and that was just the start of it. And then I think we got a call about the song you tried it like for DJ Chose or whatever. That was another song I did, and it was just like me and Carisha was like we had it up to here at that moment. It was just like when I first got out, I was real weird. Like I was just like anxiety, and I couldn't go nowhere really but the studio. That was it. Like so, I was just aggravated, and but I pushed through to record, and then we wasn't together. Like she had just had summer, so she was a fresh mom, and she came and saw me probably like 11 days after she had summer. It was something like that. It was like real fresh. She came and saw me, and we recorded that album damn near apart. And we was sending them verses in because I live in Atlanta and she lived in Miami. So she was well, my halfway house was in Atlanta, but she was sending the verses in. We was working hard as hell, and she had just had summer, so we'll be sending them back and forth, getting each other opinions, listening to it, trying to get the engineers to make it sound like one song because we wasn't together. And it was just like a crazy experience. Nothing that we never experienced before because our first two we recorded together.
Now, Young Miami, you was able to hold this brand and this team down, and in such an amazing way. And shout to QC because P and Coach and everybody involved over there, just rallying around you and even pushing you pretty hard too. Like, I saw those clips of how they talked to you after that BET Awards. They still was holding you accountable, pregnant or not. Like, if you're gonna be on that big stage, it's showtime.
That's what grow you into an artist. You get what I'm saying? Because if they pat me on my back with everything, I'm not gonna never know right from wrong. And I felt like I did good. Like at first, I was like, "What the fuck is y'all talking about?" I gave it my all, but when I look back, it was like, okay, it was bad. But have they never told me, you fucked up, I would have thought that everything was okay. So sometimes you need that. You need that tough love. You are an artist. They gotta build me into being an artist. They can't just make me feel like everything I'm doing is perfect.
Young Miami, take me in the flued out. Since neither one of y'all get to get flued out anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's reminisce back in the day when used to fly y'all out. You know what I mean?
Flued Out is my song. That was
That's
originally Lil Baby song. That was Lil Baby
okay.
song. He had put a snippet out on Instagram, like playing it one time. And I was like, baby, you gotta give us that song. Like you saying Flued Out. Like he was like, nah, I want this song. I called P like, tell baby to give us that song. And he gave it to us. But that was really for baby for his album. But he gave it to the City Girls.
What made y'all put Doja Cat on Put Talk? How y'all know Doja, or how did that come together?
She real fire, and I was like watching her videos and I don't know if it was right after her number one or before her
No,
number
this
one.
was way before her number one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was before
It
number
was it
one.
was way before. We had just wanted something different on the album.
Yeah,
Like it
and
was,
she turned it in real fast.
and we
But
was like, we
I'm a
need
big
a
fan
new
of her.
artist, like something new. And then we was like Doja Cat.
And I watched her, like literally watch and just like all her videos, her catalog
She's
is
very
totally
creative.
different. Like it's crazy. Like
Yeah, she was creative. She different.
This project, City on Lock, leaked. There was a whole controversy. It leaked, and then that forced y'all to drop it. There's some songs on here that's kind of short. Is this album all the way where y'all wanted it, or were y'all gonna add more to it before it leaked?
we was supposed to be adding some more to it. Like honestly, we like it was one song that we was waiting on, like to finish, like for it to be like that song to make it the album, and like it was just like we was waiting on songs to get clear. Like some of them songs that
Mm.
got leaked, they not on there because it wasn't clear. Like we was literally waiting on songs to get cleared, songs to be finished, all that. And I went to Miami like finally, and me and Krisha was actually going in the studio together, and we was cleaning up some verses. Like I literally changed my verse on City on Lock, but it never was able to get turned in because it got leaked and it went out. That shit was just lame as like that is something I really be in my feelings about because I felt like for me to not never get my moment, like my whole little rollout moment being that I was in prison for 15 months, then in the halfway house, because the halfway house was literally harder than the prison. Like for people want to know, that's hard. And recording, going back in there, making it back in there at 5 o'clock in the morning, waking up doing that shit every day, only being able to literally go to the studio if I'm not on my social passes. And when that shit got leaked, it was like, hold on, wait, because every time me and Carisha was thinking that we was ready to put our shit out, the label would tell us, no, y'all gotta wait till it's perfect time in a rollout. We gotta get y'all a proper rollout. This y'all girl's moment. So when I finally started trusting that process, it came out, and then it was like a bad week for real for us. Like it was bad, and that was lame.
Well, I mean, I gotta say this though. It feels like now that both of y'all, Young Miami, she in mommy mode right now. JT, once this COVID thing get ironed out, and y'all could actually start working on the next project, because y'all about to be 4 projects deep. Because this people love this. It's got hits on it, and so how quick? I'm sure y'all already started talking about the next project.
Yeah, I just feel like with the project now, it's just the sales make it look bad, but people don't always do good in sales, and I feel like the album gonna pick up and do what it's supposed to do. When it's supposed to do it,
Nah,
cause
people love this album, man. Jobs, fuck all that. This album's fire, man.
no,
Yeah,
it is, it
it's really a
is.
good album. We put our all into it. We changed the cover. Like me and Carisha was so passionate. Like people don't understand. Like me and Carisha was passionate. Like we had a whole different album cover. We had just did an album cover. We hated it. We turned right back around, did another album cover. Like we was really working on this, like together as a group, both of us with our opinions finally. Cause period, it was just like whatever. We was fresh and was new. Girl code, I didn't have no say so. I was in prison. Like it was some of the verses on there. When I heard that shit, I was like, what the fuck y'all got it from? But this time around, it was us working together as a group. So even with the album sales, I was sad about it because I know what we could have did with a rollout and a whole promotional thing, or even with merch. Because a lot of people be selling merch now. Like even with all of that, we could have did way better. We didn't have that opportunity. But I was kind of happy because people pulled in and we sold like 18,000. That's the same amount as two. Well, men, I ain't gonna say like, boys who really be doing rollouts.
What? So how do y'all work together? Because I know, do y'all sit down and come up with your parts together? JT, are you always writing on your own? City, Young Miami, you writing on your own? How do y'all come up with y'all music most of the time?
Sometimes when I write it down, I be putting too many words and it be hard. Like, we talk kind of fast. So when it's like for me to rap something, I be like, my tongue get in the way. So I go in there and I just do whatever.
Freestyle apart, punch it back in, pick it up,
Punch
punch
it
it
back in,
back,
yeah,
pick
pick it
it. Yeah.
apart. And if I type it in my phone, it'll change as soon as I get in there. It change. I be like, I don't like this no more. Let me do something else. But sometimes Carisha do something, I be like, fire, she just killed me. Like I gotta go back in there and try that again. like it be like that. So it's basically us feeding off of each other.